Hello everybody, it's Coach Velia. Happy Tuesday. So glad to be with you today for your coaching tip of the day. And today we're going to talk about decluttering, a topic that's been coming up a whole lot for many people. And what's really exciting about it is that a lot of people are starting to realize they just don't need as much. And they're starting to notice how overwhelmed they are with stuff. So perfect example when you go into your closet. You know, I ask people all the time, how do you feel when you open your closet doors? What feeling comes to mind? Do you get a stomach ache? Are you happy? Like, what exactly are you feeling when you open this closet door? So for a lot of people, what they end up doing is they keep things, right? You bought certain things, you like the color or whatever, but you're just not wearing it for some reason. And the thought of not having it kind of makes you feel emotional. Whether good, whether bad, I don't know yet. But what a lot of people are starting to do now is they're starting to feel a need to just want to get rid of things. Or they're not understanding why they're feeling so overwhelmed. And we've done a lot of research and studies, and it does show that many people are so bogged down with the things that they own, the things that they think, and the relationships that they keep. So when you think about those three things, and we talk about it being time to declutter, there's so many things that we have to start looking at that are actually hindering our growth and causing us more stress in our lives, because some people just want to be stress-free, and it is actually possible to have a stress-free life. Yes, you'll have moments of stress, but it won't be a constant where it seems like it's a tattoo. You're constantly wearing a stress, right? You're wearing the stress on a daily basis. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is take inventory of your home, of where you live, and look at your closets, look at your garage, look at your bedrooms, look at your kids' room. The reason why I bring this up is I know for a lot of people, the arguments with clean your room come up frequently. And a lot of times they tell me the kids just have way too much stuff. They've somehow entered into a whole giving phase, and we'll get into why that conviction comes in another episode. Because a lot of times we're busy working and doing stuff that we end up just buying things to make up for either absences, or we think they deserve it, or for whatever reason, we're buying stuff. We talk about how stuff doesn't really necessarily bring you the happiness or make you happy for longer than a period of time. So think of a kid who has a Christmas, right? We have a Christmas, they get this toy, they play with it for a while, and then they're kind of done, and they shove it in the closet. So it's a very real thing, but it's also a metaphor for many things we attract in our lives, whether it be relationships, individuals, different situations, and different emotions that you might be facing. So what I want you guys to do, I mentioned earlier, is go into your home and think about how each room makes you feel. And a lot of people are trying to get rid of things, but they're conflicted with the emotional attachment they have to those things. So I have a friend, we just came back from Ireland. The minute she came back from Ireland, she started decluttering her house. She was just like, I don't know what's wrong. I just feel the need to get rid of all this stuff. And she started a support group and started taking pictures of her things. Like, why do I have 3 cake savers? Why do I have 4 of this? Why do I have 5 of that? What do I do with old pictures? What do I do with old albums? And there's a lot of guilt that comes with getting rid of things. About 2 or 3 years ago, I went through this process of minimalism, and I did notice that not just because you have less does it make you different, but when you look at things differently, your whole world starts changing. I realized the things that I had, I was either not wearing, or they were causing me more stress, or I'm yelling at people to clean up. The minute I started getting rid of many things, hi Debbie, I was just talking about you. This is my friend Debbie who started the decluttering process, and you're doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. I hope that you've done great things and you have been revealed many things while you're decluttering. So whole lot of stuff. Debbie, I'm gonna put your link on here for your videos because you are doing an amazing job. And today's topic is that some people want help. They're like, please help me. How do I declutter? So there's 3 steps that I encourage people to do. First of all, is take the assessment of your home, how you're feeling, how your closet makes you feel. There's many people that open the door and they just start crying, like, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so what I ask people to do all the time is to make 3 piles, right? 1 I have to absolutely keep, 1 I can totally get rid of, and 1 I can it's either sell or donate. So here's how it works. You hold on to things and you feel guilty getting rid of it. There's a whole emotional process that I can walk you guys through, but you make 3 piles of things. Keep for sure, sell, and then donate. And then along with that comes a whole bunch of trash. One, it kind of feels like Christmas because you find things you haven't seen for so long. And many times if you haven't used them for a while, it's pretty much okay to let them go. And you guys have to give yourself permission to do so. When there's valuable things, I encourage people to take pictures of them and keep a digital album, because that's really amazing. You can actually put a text on it and say when you got it, who you got it from. And now you have a digital album and you'll show this to people instead of bringing all the stuff out. What I've noticed from a lot of people is they start releasing a lot of stress in their life. They seem their life is just lighter, they're more free, they're actually enjoying life a bit more. They're not feeling bogged down by many things. They feel cleaner, they feel neater. And what happens is you actually start decluttering things from your mind as well, because you're not constantly trying to keep up with your stuff or the things that are coming in your life. The same rings true for relationships. If you have people in your life that you feel you're being bogged down by, even if you've been in a relationship for a very long time, you have to take assessment of those things and determine whether or not you want to continue to have them in your life. And we'll talk about how that can happen gracefully in time. But before anything, I want you guys to look at the physical things in your life, such as the stuff in your house, the stuff in your car. It is a reflection of our lives. And if you guys don't go in there and really start assessing the situation, you really can alleviate a lot of the stress you're having because of those things. So I will be posting some research articles here for you guys to get a better understanding. Right now it's kind of a fad. People are trying to declutter, don't know where to start. It's not so complicated. You just start. You start with one room, you start with one drawer, and you make those 3 piles. Keep, sell, donate, and then do a 4th one for trash, because trash always comes up. It always does. So I want to leave you guys with that. Encourage you guys to really reflect on your lives, how you're allowing things to bog you down, and determine how long you want them to continue to do so. So Debbie, I would love for you to give suggestions. Here on the thread, go ahead and tag your name on there. So for those of you who want to learn more about decluttering, I'm so happy you did this, Deb, because it's such a huge topic for many people. They'll come and be like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed. So everything you're overwhelmed about because you're seeing these things like your closet or whatever, they actually do bog you down, and they reflect in every area of your life. They do, and they manifest themselves through that way. So set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes and start. Perfect, Debbie. So I know that in one of your videos you did do that. You've kind of just grabbed one. I know a friend just grabbed a drawer, was like, I'm going to just look at this for 10, 15 minutes. And if that's all you have in the day, it's better than beating yourself up about not getting to it yet. Because that happens a lot. I kept saying I was going to clean the garage and I haven't. But you take things in chunks. You take time to do these things. You don't have to take off like a horse, because then you're going to stop like a donkey. My dad used to say that all the time. Like, you take off wanting to do everything, then you get exhausted. So you have to have a system. This 10 to 15 minute timer is perfect, and start doing that in every area of your home. If you want to continue, set another timer and do another for 10 to 15 minutes. Perfect. Thank you, Debbie, so much for sharing that. Decluttering your life is a beautiful thing because it's stuff, and yes, there's emotional attachment to it. Take pictures, write notes, put things aside. You don't have to eliminate them right away, but get them out of your space, and then we can talk about what you do with them afterwards, because for some people it is very hard to get things out of their home. But if you get them out of your space where you're looking at things and they're more organized, then you'll start performing better as well. It is a proven system, so I highly encourage you guys to take some time and take a look at that. Please share what it is that you're going through. If you have any concerns, if you have any questions, follow Debbie Rick. She's on here. She just commented, and she has amazing videos, and she's so transparent about what she's going through. And I'm so excited that you started those video series. I know people are getting much value out of them. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have an amazing Tuesday, and we'll talk to you guys so soon. Bye-bye.